You know, we really got a king here, bro. So
Don't be gassing me up like that.
hey man, you deserve it. First, bro, hey, we gotta know something, bro.
What you gotta know?
You had a song on your Insta, bro, and this is how I first met you actually. Cause Wax had retweeted this, bro. I think it was called what is it called, Jordan? What's the song called, bro?
Hold on.
I don't even think it had a name. It's a song on your Insta, bro. Shit bangs. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
I don't think it's out. We've been looking for it for years, bro.
For real?
We've been looking for years.
How does it go?
I wanna say it's called Flip It.
Oh yeah. It is called Flip It.
It's called Flip It, right? All right, bro. Where is this song at? Cause we need that.
That's Wax. I put up to the studio with Wax, just to kick it.
Yeah.
And we just started smoking. We was sitting there listening to Brandy.
Real.
And then we started going into listening to some beats. And the beats were hard. They were by Brilliano. And it was like the fifth one. And then the fifth one, it came on. And we started listening to it. And Wax had asked me, he was like, "Hey bro, you trying to write to this? Fuck it, let's go." So then I think I was coming up with the chorus. And if you listen to it, the chorus is like, it sounds like it's just me, or it sounds like it's just him. It's actually both of us going back and forth, line for line. So I don't know what's going on with that, but that's his track. We wait for him.
We need that.
Shit that I ain't hear either.
I might play it on stream right quick just so they can hear what I'm talking about. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, you gotta play it, fam.
Hold on, yeah, I think I got
can
it.
Probably play the shit.
Oh, you actually got it pulled up?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's where it's at though.
Here, hold on. I think I got it right here. I at least got that snippet. Hold on, I'm gonna play it.
I'ma get a bag and flip.
Y'all listen to this, bro.
Keep saying I'm different. Niggas keep saying I'm different. Y'all niggas stop playing with me. I'm a whole nother pedigree. I don't do shit for free. I'll gas no brakes on me. I'ma get a bag and flip.
Oh no, I'm playing it on stream.
I'm trying to get paid. That way y'all niggas just stay in your feelings.
Tap your head.
Mad when I'm charging the fee. The mama keep barking at me. She want me to put her to sleep. The baby relax and just breathe. Cause I'm on the way and they know ain't stopping till my neck dripping in gold. 10 toes down, never gon' fold. I know that you thought I would panic. Nah, you will never understand it. Yeah.
Whose song is this? This is his.
Yeah, this my
This is his.
From the mud, I rose up and down the ride. This paper chase.
I'm like, oh,
crew, we do this shit every day. Yeah. I'ma get a bag and flip. I'ma just count these digits.
It's like, bro.
Yeah, bro, when Leo showed me this song, man, I was like, look, I don't care about none of like Mike different. He next. He next up. Like I'm a fan from that one snippet. He ain't never dropped it. Like
ain't never, bro. Wax be holding songs though. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. He be having some heat.
Thanks. The video, huh?
Yeah, we was waiting for it, bro. I was like, yo, when they drop that, my playlist about to go crazy. But yeah, bro, like we that's just one thing I had to pull out real quick, bro. We really needed that answer, bro.
Songs. We actually got two. We got two songs.
You got two?
Yeah, we got two songs. It's another R&B singer on there. I'm the first verse. Wax is the last, and then this dude named Nash Khalib is the second. One take killed that shit. I was like, damn, nigga, shit. It took me like 5 takes.
Yeah, bro. That shit was hard. We really needed that, dog. We still waiting for that one.
It's coming. Wax. It's coming, right?
Hey, all right, Jordan, go ahead and start it off, bro.
All right. So, what pushed you to start making music?
Honestly, I was just tired of singing other people's songs. A little backstory about myself is I'm about to be 30 tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
I'm 19, 21. Yeah, I'm about to be 30 tomorrow.
Hey, yo, happy B-Day, bro.
Appreciate it.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. So when I was like 19 to 21, I was trying to make music. and I was trying to make shit that like was just I didn't know nothing about. So and my expectations at the time was just very different than what it is now. I was a lot more. Now I'm a lot more patient. I thought I'm about to pop off like blah blah blah. So I got discouraged. I stopped for 11 years. I was at IHOP. I was like a bus boy, host, server, crew chief, assistant manager, general manager. And then, like, every time I would go to the bank or I was in my car on a break or something, I'd be in the car singing somebody else's song on my Instagram. And then one day I was just like, I'm tired of singing other people's songs. Let me get back to making my own. So then I started making my own. And ever since then, I ain't stopped. I'm not finna stop like I did when I was 20.
Bro, we'd be mad if you did, bro. You got talent. They heard you like for the first 30 seconds was going crazy. You feel me? So it's like,
I appreciate that.
I'm telling you, bro. R&B need Mike, bro.
Hey, don't put me on a pedestal like that.
Hey, bro, yo,
you deserve that pedestal.
Like, bro, like real shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You came out seasoned. You feel me? So it's like,
thanks.
People not ready for that type of talent, bro. And as soon as you drop this album, I feel like they gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta say too much.
I really appreciate that. Hearing somebody say that.
Yeah.
I mean, I got my uncle. He's semi bang. He always tells me, you know. I mean, I got y'all, like, I don't hear y'all like say it physically, but I see y'all say stuff and show me love. But it's cool. I mean, I'm just trying to make music, man. That's been my dream since I was 19. You know, I spent 11 years doing something that I thought I wanted to do for the rest of my life, but I just found the love for music again, and ever since then, I don't have it in me to stop. I just feel like I got to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I owe it to myself and I owe it to my child. Like, look, this shit's possible. Whatever you put your mind to, it's like it's possible to do it. You just gotta want to do it, and you gotta put that work in.
Got you.
Mm.
So where do you feel like you get your inspiration for your songs?
Truthfully, I don't get inspiration from anybody. I just listen to a beat, and whatever the beat tells me to do, I do it. But if we're talking about like my inspiration as far as people that I've listened to, it goes all the way back to like James Brown, the OJs, Luther Vandross, Teddy Pendergrass, Donnell Jones. I'm skipping a whole bunch of people. Boyz II Men, New Edition, all those people until now. But it's mostly like 90s and 2000, early 2000 R&B. That's what really inspires me. But I fuck with the new R&B too.
So like specifically, what you gotta hear on the beat for you to be like, I gotta hop on that, bro? Like,
honestly, it just gotta make me get some melodies going. You know, every as an artist or anybody, when you hear a beat without like words and stuff on it, everybody's gonna hear a different melody. I just hear a melody that fits me, and then I try to find a subject. Or sometimes I just off the top I have something. Like when I did Lil Boo, I was in the car and I was high. And I was bumping the instrumental, and I was just like, "Lil Baby, the truth." At first I was like rapping it, and then I decided to sing it. And then honestly, I don't get any inspiration from anybody. It's just that beat, man. I love music, like instruments and all that stuff. Putting that together, I wish I was more musically inclined as far as that goes, but I just love music ever since I was a kid. Cosign Radio was good.
Hey, bro, yeah, I was just about to mention that, bro. Shout out Cosign, bro. They doing the same things I'm doing, but on a bigger scale. I feel like it kind of sucks because you know they got snapped off of Twitter just like me. But hey, bro, y'all follow up on Cosign for real, bro.
Yeah, they're doing their thing too.
Oh God, Cosign show me love all the time, bro. But Jordan, was it you next? Yeah, I think it's you.
Yeah. All right. So what's the R&B scene like in Tacoma?
This question was coming. It's cool. I feel like as far as Washington State goes, or the Pacific Northwest goes, there's a couple of cool R&B artists in Tacoma. I don't see too many in Seattle. I just moved out to Seattle now, but
okay.
Tacoma is like there's Wax, like Wax Little Collective, the Kids on the Hill. He's Open Doors, James. Who else there is? I forgot the other person. But there's like they're cool. There's a dude named Lucario that's cool, but he more like a rapper. He just that.
Okay.
There's a couple of more that like military dudes that's in Tacoma. That's pretty cool, but they're not really pushing it like that. So I just feel like nobody really knew who I was 2 years ago, and what I want to do is kind of get that scene popping. I was just talking to my uncle about it yesterday, like because he's from California, and in California, how they did like the mixtapes, it was like a whole bunch of local artists all together, and that's how they got the attention and stuff. So I'm trying to get these dudes in one room and make some hits.
Yeah,
it's not really.
That's kind of how it is in Portland, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Is there even R&B in Portland?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a solid 2-3 artists that I found in Portland that's cool. You know what I'm saying, for R&B, but it's like, bro, it's hard. You know what I mean? So like, I kind of wanted to do like a little like one of my plans was like to bring together a whole bunch of artists, do like a little cypher type thing. You feel me? But it's like I can't even do it. Yeah, like I want an R&B cypher. You don't see those really, so it's like that'd be dope to do. But it's like that's why I was telling y'all I want to get a venue out here and bring y'all down here. You feel me? But you know I gotta get my paper up for that one. But for real, bro, like that would be fire to me. But it's like nobody out here really doing it. All we got is like Tyus or something like that. Yeah, Ty. All we got is Tyus, and so it's like.
Oh, Tyus is from Portland.
Yeah, he from Portland.
Yeah, he's fire, but I heard some stuff about him.
We ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna leave that up. But it's like, yeah, bro. I wish the R&B was bigger here, but that's why I kind of want to move to another city, man, just to like really dive into R&B. But I don't know, man.
I mean, R&B, like a lot of people think R&B is dead. It's not dead. It's just not put on the front line. And like I said earlier, like there's not too many out here that's doing R&B. Everybody's trying to rap, to be honest. Everybody trying to rap or do the melodic rap, you know, like this little singy, songy rapping. But as far as like real R&B people, not too many out here. The ones I mentioned, Wax and all of them, those are some fire, really talented individuals that, you know, I hope I at a bigger scale, we get to be in like one room just creating and stuff on a private island somewhere, just making music.
Man, that's all I want, bro, to be honest.
Right.
What's one of the biggest lessons you learned moving through this industry? The music industry.
You can't trust everybody. Not everybody has the right intentions for you as an artist or just in general. Be patient, and it's all about relationships, like solid relationships. Not trying to be in a relationship with somebody or networking with somebody just to get something out of them, but also like the vibe of that person, the value that they bring and you bring to the relationship, and if they're solid, that's really all it is. I stay to myself. I'm super low key. So,
man, it was hard to find you. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was surprised. Cause like, not that I'm trying to point something out that's like supposed to be pointing. You know what I mean? But like, I'm surprised your listeners were so low. You know what I mean? Like, it don't match the talent. I feel like a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot more people should know about you, bro. But it's like, I understand why, because I feel like you take a lot of time on your projects. So it was like,
I started two years ago, and my uncle was telling me this too. He's like, man, you need to just keep making music and putting it out.
Yeah,
I do take too long. I
mean, I don't know. It's worth the wait. So that's all I can say. You know what I mean? Like, you can see that you put your time into it, and that's all we asked for.
Yeah, I mean, to add to that point, like I actually like write at home and stuff, and I got all the equipment to do it. I'm trying to learn how to do like mix and do all that myself, but I make sure before I go to the studio I'm ready.
Yeah.
I make sure when I get in there, there's no time to be freestyling or anything. I gotta be ready and get stuff done, because this time is money. I'm an independent artist. I'm not a big artist. I got a whole bunch of backing, so.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like any like struggles you have, like as far as like making music, or like has COVID affected like like making music or anything like that, or?
No, not really. My engineer, he really fucks with me, Shane Lance. He allows me to go there if I need to book a session and book it, like go in person and do it. Or I can just create at home, and send it off to him. So nothing's gonna stop me.
Mm-hmm.
I started it. I told myself that once I started it, it was just the same thing with IHOP when I was at IHOP. I told people I was gonna be a general manager. They didn't believe me because I was young and stuff like that. But I never stopped. And that same energy that I used to get to that point where I was at IHOP, I'm using it with music. Like, that's all I think about, bro. Like, besides, like, taking care of my kid and all that stuff. Like, I feel like I need to make this music stuff happen so I can put myself in a better position so that I can take care of my kid. Like, I'm going to regardless take care of my kid, but it'd be dope to just, like, have her, because she's there with me when I'm at the studio and all that stuff. She knows I'm doing a little interview right now. So, like, I just can't imagine her point of view. It's probably dope as hell to have a dad that's making music. So I just want to inspire her to do anything that she wants to do. And I'm a supporter.
Got you. I feel that message, bro.
Yeah.
So it's been like a big thing on social media right now of today's R&B not having much of an impact or as much of an impact as 90s R&B. And so they're like, people talk about the songwriting is not what it was, or the beats don't hit like they did, or you know what I mean, just stuff like that, which I don't agree with at all, bro. I feel like we in a amazing time for R&B, but do you feel like that's true, or is 90s R&B better, or you wouldn't say either or?
You can't say what's better and what's not better. Everything's subjective. My uncle was telling me yesterday that 90s R&B has been in there, like it's been done already. So like if someone right now is to make it, it doesn't gravitate towards people like that. It's hard to make that style of R&B back then, to be honest, because yes, the beats aren't the same. We're a lot more open when we were singing and stuff. Back then, they're vulgar when they sang too, but now it's like real, like we talking dirty. Even myself, I've said some stuff, but back then it was more subtle. They kind of tucked it was like a lot of metaphors. Like you get what they were saying, but they weren't like saying I'm about to beat it up and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's just a perfect time. Like we got younger people, we got older people, we got people just making music. Music is very subjective. The beats that are being made are different. We got from back then, they didn't have the same. Like the 70s didn't have the same kind of beats. Instrumentation back then. Then 80s came along, then the 90s came along, and then the early 2000s, and to right now, we got trap soul, we got alternative R&B, we got new, like there's so many different R&Bs you can't really compare. Like back then they didn't have that. Now we have so many different subgenres of R&B. So I love it, honestly. I personally love it.
Yeah,
I think.
Man. I don't get where people really stand with that, bro. I feel like music is always gonna change. It's never gonna stay the same. So it's like I don't get why they always bring that up, bro.
Yeah, if it's not changing, it's not getting better. It's stagnant, and music is just forever changing. If my daughter probably and when she get older, she probably gonna make music, and it's gonna be different than what I make.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different than what's being made right now. So I'm just excited for what people have to offer, because you got Jacquees. You remember Trey Songz era, Chris Brown's early like really R&B-ish era and stuff like that. Like it's still here. It's just so many of us out here making music that I'm curious what the other person down the street probably got.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna judge it, but yeah, there's bad music out there. But as far as bad R&B, like, or wanting it to sound like 90s R&B, is gotta be realistic. That's not easy. The only person I know that can make 90s R&B music today is DeMonte.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
only
that boy
person.
is hard,
Yeah.
bro. I was
The only
introduced to him
person.
in that live, bro. You know, I didn't know
Yeah.
about him.
Yeah,
That man got a
only
crazy
person I know.
voice.
He remind me of like Cisco Jr.
Oh God, bro.
Yeah.
That's like
That
Cisco
shit was
Jr.
crazy.
But yeah, to answer your question, I don't agree with what people are saying.
Mm-hmm.
Being an R&B artist myself, I don't feel like it's disrespectful, but I feel like it's like y'all not really giving it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not what you want it to sound like. Y'all not giving it a chance. I think if you give it a chance and feel it and understand it, like with this project that I just worked on, I think it has a lot of our old R&B elements to it, but it also has like my flavor to it. It's like newer,
Yeah.
and it's just how it is. Instead of dwelling on it, go make some different R&B. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Go listen to somebody that you do like.
I feel that.
So like speaking of like older music, if you could clear any sample, like what song, do you have an idea what song you would clear if you could use any like older song to sample?
Whew. It's a pretty broad question for me, man, because I got a very, very extensive like list of R&B. Some Stevie Wonder. I was talking to my supervisor at work, and he was like, nobody really put like Stevie Wonder in their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what song, but there's a lot of Stevie Wonder. That's one of my. If I was to answer your question correctly, that's one of my inspirations. And Michael Jackson's one of my inspirations as well when it comes to like songwriting and stuff. But yeah, Stevie Wonder. So many songs. You got My Share You More. What's the one song? Ribbon in the Sky. Those were the songs
crazy.
Yeah, those were the songs I sang when I figured out I had a decent voice.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the songs I sang. Those are all the songs I sang. So it'd be Ribbon in the Sky would be dope. That'd be dope as hell.
That would be a dope flip.
I think I might have to do that.
If
that answers your question, there's your answer.
Got you. What's your what's your favorite song of yours to like that you would perform? Like you want to perform?
Damn.
I mean, I know COVID got people anxious. You know what I mean?
My favorite, and I think it's like the people's favorite when they find out they listen to this particular song, is Say Yes.
Mm-hmm.
People love that song. It'd be dope to perform that. Off my EP right now that I'm working on, there's like Can We Get Back would be dope. I'll play that later for y'all probably, but that'd be dope to perform. My uncle said Wine Slow in the comments, but me and him have different views on that, so I feel like I could have done better. But he loves that song. But yeah, the Wine Slow I thought that would be like a summer hit when I did write it. That'd be dope. Any song that I have would be dope to perform.
Yeah.
At that level, just to hear it at that level, because I only hear it in my car, or I only hear it on my monitors at home.
Yeah.
I don't really hear it at that level, so it'd be dope to go to like a rehearsal and just vibe out and sing my shit.
Yeah. And like speaking of your music, so that Project Bay, I wanted to get into that, you know, because it kind of sounded like, you know, you was thinking about a specific girl, you know what I mean? Thought he was, but cause like when you get to Soul Ties, you know what I'm saying, it seemed like you lost her. Are you trying to make her like realize
Soul
that
Ties is about a specific girl?
Okay, so it seemed like you lost somebody, you was trying to get her back, but I was like, you know, was that connected?
Nah, man, when I wrote Bay, it was like at the point I was like writing a whole bunch of singles, and I was like, you know what, I think it's time for me to do a project. And the way I approach the project is like homework. And what I wanted to do with it was like write some songs for my hypothetical girlfriend if I had one.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it was. When I did Good Love, I'm just saying, like, give you good love. Say Yes, I already wrote that, almost sold it. I already had it. But I was like, no, let me put that on there. Appreciate you, cosign. Next to me was kind of like, there was this girl that I was talking to at the time, was kind of based off of her. Tell Me What to Do is just some shit that I just want to do. And in the Ocean, I already had that in the bag. It's not anybody specific, but that was a pretty good project.
Yeah.
Did you listen to all of it?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Let me get the name of it real quick. It was Tell Me What to Do. It just
That was your favorite one?
yeah, it was my favorite one for me. I don't know why, but it just was. It just like it hit to me. You know what I mean? But
It was like it's like a pop R&B vibe,
yeah,
like The
like,
Weeknd.
yeah, it was different. You know what I mean? That's kind of why it was like my favorite.
I forgot how it goes, but yeah, that was kind of fun to sing. That was really fun to sing.
But
And
I mean, honestly, it was between that and Say Yes. So it's like I don't know. It's either one of those.
do you know the part on Tell Me What to Do where I'm like, let me love you?
Yeah.
You know where that's from?
I
think it's Wayne Wonder. Is it Wayne Wonder? The little reggae joint. Let me see. Let me love you. You can't touch me, shawty. And then there's a song Pieces of Me by Ashley Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
You know the part where I say the pieces of me on it?
Yeah.
That came from inspiration from Ashley Simpson, if you know that song.
No, I don't know that. I don't know
Yeah,
that. I don't know that catalog like that.
That's not R&B at all.
Oh, that's dope though. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you put a lot of time into your music, bro, and it like, especially like when you explain it, it shows. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, bro. You just a different type of artist. It's not like that's rare to see people do that. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
I feel like a lot of people are generic about shit nowadays.
Nah, man. I try to sprinkle in a little like inspirations from what I used to listen to when I was younger. Like we used to do Karaoke Revolution, like with my mom and my siblings. And those was one of the songs I would sing on there was Pieces of Me. That was like Red Red Wine. I would sing that. That'd be dope to put in a song too. Red Wine. Yeah. Tell Me What to Do. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me that as well. It was like different. Everybody has different points of views. Like somebody told me The Ocean was their favorite that I didn't expect it would be their favorite because they're like an older lady. I was like, okay, good luck. Who is this? I don't know who that is. Who's EXEX?
You say who's that? Oh, you talking about the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just he an artist too. He make music too. I could put you. I'll send you his link later, low key. But yeah, I mean a lot of people that's in here either stream or make music themselves. So,
yeah. I'm just stunned the way that he know about the song.
Yeah, that boy. Hey man, they be paying attention when I throw playlists out there, and you know they check for my shit. So it's like that's who I'm really talking to when I put these playlists out here.
That's what's up. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. But I think Jordan is next. Jordan, you got it, bro.
All right. So like I know in like today's time, like people like Issa Rae like mention about like networking across instead of up. So do you have like a list or anyone that comes to mind that you would want to collab with?
Honestly, I don't even be thinking about that stuff. I really don't. I just be trying to create my own shit, trying to work on my craft. There's a couple people that for sure I want to work with, like Prom Night. I want to work with Prom Night.
That's Prom is cold.
Who else is out there? L would be dope to work with. These are people we know. Like I don't think so far out like that. I just be in my own zone. shit, man. Life got me just zoned the fuck out in my own shit. Trying to figure my shit out. But yeah, I don't really be thinking that far.
Yeah.
It'd be dope to be in the studio with Hitmaker though. That'd be dope.
Yeah, bro.
That'd be dope.
I mean, I feel like a producer I always wanted to like at least like be in the studio with was Hit Boy, bro.
Hit Boy.
Yeah.
See, look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even know who Issa Rae is. I don't know too many people. I just be in my zone, in my own. I think I saw Hit Boy like here and there when it was like the Grammys or something.
Yeah, he finally won a Grammy. Yeah.
I saw that. I've never listened to his stuff. I really don't listen to any, like, especially
He probably have, but didn't know it was him that made it.
Probably.
Yeah. Cause he even
Honestly,
produced for like people like Beyonce and stuff.
I just be listening to my stuff because like I've been trying to. If I listen to somebody else's stuff, I feel like I would get influenced to try to sound like theirs. Even though I probably wouldn't, but like I just be trying to listen to my shit to try to perfect it. Because I only started 2 years ago writing. I've been singing for like years, but as far as it goes, when I'm talking about writing, I've only done it for like seriously for 2 years. So I'm trying to work on that.
What song did you make? Like, what song did you make that made the most, like that meant the most to you?
This project, every single one of the songs.
Gotcha.
All the songs before this one, it had meaning to it, but I was just using my imagination to talk about some stuff and have like a vibe. But like this project that I wrote is very close to my heart because it's like some serious stuff. I feel like as an artist, we have to be vulnerable to people and our listeners so that they can gravitate to us better. Pardon me. But yeah, y'all see my daughter back there?
Yeah.
I told her to stay over there. She don't be listening.
Nice.
Yeah. All the songs on my project that drops tomorrow mean very dear to me because it's on some like accountability type shit. Realizing I fucked up when I was with my daughter's mom and stuff like that. For the past few years, I was like neglecting how I felt about the breakup, trying to move on, and I haven't really processed it. So it like December, it hit me like a brick in the face. I realized like I need to write about it, so I wrote about it.
Gotcha. I don't think you really touched on it, bro. What was Soul Ties about? Because you said it was personal. You know what I mean? We gotta get into that.
It wasn't that personal, but it was just like inspired from this girl that we would only like FaceTime. So when I say we don't do regular phone calls, like we would only be FaceTiming. This girl somewhere, I met her like on Instagram. We used to do like karaoke with a whole bunch of other singers on IG inside like a private group thing, and then we ended up sorry, I got distracted. We ended up talking like a lot, FaceTiming. She like professed her feelings for me one time and why she felt the way she felt about me, but like she wasn't trying to do nothing. The reason why I call it Soul Ties because I felt like I couldn't not answer the phone when she called. Like I was like every time she called, I gotta answer. I'm not finna ignore it. But like we got the same mic, our names are the same. It's just she has a girl version. If that, I don't want to put her out there like that, but
you good?
It was just a whole bunch of stuff. It's not that personal. It was just when I got off the phone, I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of her calling me. What you want me for? Why you calling me? Leave me alone. Right? So I was like, we don't do regular phone calls and blah blah blah. That's how it came out.
That's crazy, bro. She was inspiration. So, hey, bro, we thank her for calling you so much. I ain't gonna lie to you.
She'll call me no more. She get it. She understand now.
Oh,
Stop calling me. Stop calling me.
Oh
Because
shit.
You mentioned that you started taking like writing seriously 2 years ago. Would you consider writing for like getting into songwriting for?
So funny that you mentioned that. One of my other inspirations today in this generation is Eric Bellinger. I followed his story, and that's how he started. You know, like he was a songwriter doing demos for people, and now he's what he is now. That's how I wanted it to be. I still want to be a songwriter for other people. I have written for other people, but not at that level yet. I have I wrote like a girl rap one time that hasn't been used. And then I wrote this song called Taste for my guy Kodak. There's a couple other songs, but yeah, I do want to be a songwriter. It'd be dope to not just hear my voice. I want to hear other people's shit to what I be saying. Songwriting for me it's not something that I got to do when I'm feeling it. It's like songwriting for me is like, okay, give me a beat, and then I got to use my imagination to come up with something. It's a challenge for me. You know, everything doesn't have to be something I experienced. I could write a song for what you experienced, for this person experienced, and so on and so forth, or just to make people move. Like the other day, I was at work and I was on a little break, and I had this older lady that I would see her. She works there too. I never really talked to her, and for some reason started talking, and I played my songs for her. And she was like like she probably like 60. She was moving to the songs. I forgot which one it was, but I realized like, damn, bro, I actually pretty decent with this writing shit. You know, as an artist, I don't like to. I used to be super cocky when I was younger, so like I dumbed down a lot. Where I'm like, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna do it and push myself. If that answers your question.
Yeah.
What's one of the biggest obstacles you faced in life? Just like not even just with music, just life.
Yeah. Trying to get personal.
You gotta throw a few others in there, bro.
Shit, well, I grew up kind of I'm the second oldest of 5 kids with a single mom, and from the date I was born till not born, but like probably like a toddler, it ain't been easy. It hasn't been easy. So it's like learning stuff on my own. I had to do a lot of stuff on my own and making a lot of mistakes and shit like that. I don't struggle with anything now. I used to struggle with it, but this project kind of helped with it. I struggle with the fact that not getting. I don't know how to love. I don't know what love feels like. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know what it feels like to like moving. We used to move a lot from place to place. Like I struggle with, I guess, keeping friends. I don't keep friends. I mean, I have friends, but it's like keeping in contact with people. It's like I'm just so used to moving here, and being in my own world. Sometimes I can't connect with a whole bunch of people and stuff like that. I'm shy as fuck. Like but there's this whole bunch of stuff. Me and my dad had problems. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff. Feeling like I'm out here alone. That was one of the things I had to realize. Like I'm not alone. It felt like it because the people that I wanted to be around wasn't around. But when I take a step back and I look around at what and who is around me, I was like, damn, I got people. So I'm cool now.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to change your mindset, bro.
Yeah, I can't. I used to think the world was out, like I was alone out here. I used to think that, how do I say this without crying and shit? Like, I just used to think I was out here on my own. I was like, damn, why me? But I realized that, like, you know what? You got to deal with it, bro. You got a kid now, and And what's important is that you be there for your kid and show them what it is to love. Because I really don't know how it feels to truly be loved by anybody, parents or whatever. So I use that for my advantage now that I got a kid, and it's a lot harder now because me and her mom's not together. So I just think it's important that I got to show her love, like, so that she doesn't grow up a certain way. Like, nobody talks about it, but it does affect us when we get older and we become adults and we get into relationships with, whether it's like a platonic relationship or it's a relationship where you with somebody. Like, it's very important to know these things. And I think I'm getting off topic, but
Nah,
you asked me a serious ass question that I don't know if I'm ready to talk about on live.
Nah, you good. It'd be
like
that, bro.
Without going too deep, like, yeah, I don't struggle with anything. I'm cool now.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to make it. Honestly, I didn't have anything like I didn't have a silver spoon. Everybody got that story, but I just want to make it for doing what I do. I believe that I have a talent and a gift. It was given to me, and I got to utilize it to move forward. And that's it. Yeah. It's like the gateway to get to the things that I do want. But I also got to work. Like, I can't just like not work. And I got to work and keep balancing everything. I guess balance, actually, if you want to say that, balancing everything. Because I'm in my late 20s. I'm about to be 30, so I just started writing and pursuing music 2 years ago. I know that there's a saying that's never too late, but shit, just balancing everything. Got a lot of catching up to do. Had made a lot of mistakes when I was younger.
Yeah, the same way.
You feel me? So that's it. I'm done answering that question. I could go all the time, man. Me, my uncle knows, bro. Like, me and my uncle used to stay up at night talking about shit. But
yeah, be the best convos, bro. To be honest.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah. So like, what's some of the best advice that you've been given? Like, whether it be like life in general, like the best advice, or advice in the music industry.
Ooh. Not to mention my uncle again, but I don't know if he wants to put his business out there like that. But he was in prison for, I think, 7 years, and when he got out, we talked a lot about it, and watching him. I don't say it, and we don't talk about it, but watching him and how he moves, it's just like, if it ain't my fucking problem, I ain't worried about that shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's not my problem, I'm not worried about it. I just need to focus on myself and enjoy my life and do what I gotta do so I can move forward. It does no good dwelling on shit in the past. I think that's what the best thing I can say is, just move forward. Don't dwell in the past and become stagnant, because life is short as fuck. Like, tomorrow I may not be here. You know what I'm saying? So just gotta look forward. If that's what I can say to some young folks when I'm older and shit.
Got you. So I mean, like, I want to say, like, after you drop stages, like, is there anything else that you're trying to venture off and do, like, that's past music, or you feel like you just going right into the next project?
Me and my manager haven't talked about it yet, but we probably gonna just meet up soon and do like a vision board, work on some projects. I need to get back to making some singles, making some shit that you can play in the club or something. I was at a dance hall like last week with my sister for her birthday. It was like an Afro beat versus hip hop scene, and I'm in there. I'm like, damn, this shit. I need to make some shit to play in here. Like, right now, I don't think I have anything that I could play in there for that scene.
Yeah.
Like, I need to make something for this.
Like on your one dance type shit.
Yeah. It was like when some songs came, it was like a reggae, some reggae or some, I don't know what it was, but it was dancehall or something. It came on, It was a group of people that just started dancing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I need to make something. And of course, they played Drake. You know, Drake's get played everywhere, and everybody knows his songs. So it's like I just want to be on that level of making shit like that. I don't know. I don't know where music's gonna take me, to be honest. Like music, there's so much in me that I feel like I'm able to do. One thing people don't know about me is I'm pretty versatile, or maybe they do. I don't know. Rapping.
Mm-hmm.
I might start rapping. You never know.
Yeah, that'd be kind of, bro. I didn't even know you could rap, so shit.
I mean, I'm a writer. I'm a writer.
Nah, that's true.
Yeah, rapping is just listening to the beat and making sense of what you're saying. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Think about it. Y'all throwing questions at me I ain't had time to think about. You know? So I guess that's what the whole point is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
I guess, like, do you have like, what do you envision, I guess, success for your music career personally?
Oof. I want to be like a super producer. I see myself being in the studio with other people, helping make songs, making my own songs. I really do want to be involved, making music, making other people's songs, being in the background. Just like, you know, Troy Taylor is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that. I want to be myself, obviously, as an artist, but I think for the long run, it'd be dope to be somebody who's like a super producer that, you know, eventually I want to start making beats and engineering and doing. I just want to be around music. That's it. Like when I wake up, music. Mm-hmm. That's it. Something like, I guess you would say, hit maker, but actually still make music.
Mm.
Getting down to them last questions, bro. What's the biggest tip you can give somebody trying to break into, you know, the R&B industry, or really just music industry in general, bro? Just like getting started.
People ain't gonna take you serious unless you take yourself serious. So your music has to be quality, and obviously when you think of quality, we're talking about like the content and stuff like that. And I'm talking about like the professional mixing. Like when I first started, I tried to mix on my own and put stuff out, and I realized people wasn't really gravitating towards it. And then as soon as I switched it up, started putting professional images and professional videos and professional actual mixing, like the audio, people started taking me serious. And don't get discouraged. Just keep going. Yes. If I could tell anybody anything, it's like, just keep going, man. Because 2 years ago, if I would have gave up again, who knows if I'd be doing this interview with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just keep going and work on your craft. That's another thing. Don't be all like, I'm the best. I hate people that be out there like talking about I'm the best, this and that. It's just do your thing and work on your craft and let your craft speak for you. Nobody likes that arrogant person that's just like, oh, I'm the best. Like just do your thing. There's so many of us out here. Like there's no such thing as the best. Just be your best of yourself. Like don't worry about competing with nobody else. Just work on your craft. That's just honestly what I can say.
I feel that 100%, bro.
Let's see. Do you feel it's better to stay independent or to inspire to sign to labels?
For me, it depends on who the label is, and if the label is true to me as an artist. Mm-hmm. But if I can make it independent, I'm gonna stay independent. If I can get to where I want to by being independent, I'll stay independent. Because my craft is my craft, and I don't want nobody telling me how to do it. Plain and simple. Having the label behind you is dope because you don't got to pay for. I mean, you do. Like, you do have to pay, but it's better than being independent as far as like studio time, music videos, all that stuff. So it's like if it's iffy, but for me, I personally want to just be a independent artist.
Got you. I mean, to be honest, the last question we had was just tell us about stages, bro.
Stages is so me and my daughter's mom broke up maybe 5 years ago. She's the only person I ever been with seriously. Everybody else was just like flings and stuff. I decided to have a kid with her, so like it's obviously serious. Thought I was gonna be with her. Obviously we had problems, but we just didn't know how to be in a relationship. We were still young, right? So when we broke up, it was like it ended on some. It wasn't like let's sit down and talk about it. Let's break up. It was like, fine, I'm leaving, and I was like, fuck it, I'm out of here. Then I said, fuck it, fine. And she would like threaten to break up like every two weeks or whatever, and I'd be like, no, let's work it out, and we would get back together or whatever. We never broke up, but it's just I had my last straw of that. I just imagine like, what if this my guy laughing at me. What if we get married and she's threatening a divorce every 2 weeks? Such type shit. Like that's what I was thinking about the whole time. I never talked about my problems to anybody. Then when we broke up, the day we broke up, it was like I worked at IHOP as assistant manager, and my schedule was from 10 to 8, and we just had a kid like 6-7 months ago. So my daughter was a baby, and she was sleeping when I wake up and I'm getting ready. And when you're in a relationship, you're talking to each other throughout the day. This particular day, we wasn't talking to each other at all. Like I was hitting her up, but she wasn't replying. I get home at like 8:30. She not home. My kid with her, obviously. Normally, I would trip because I was like a little clingy, little sensitive motherfucker. But I just like, you know what? Let me just chill, go to sleep. I just got off work. Hopefully when I wake up, she'll be home. 11 o'clock comes, still I wake up and she's still not home. Midnight comes, she's walking in the door, and she's trying to put my daughter to sleep, and I haven't seen her all day. So like, I'm trying to hold her and she's trying to take her, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to see my baby. And that's when she blurts out, fine, I'm leaving or something. I'm leaving soon anyways. And then without even hesitation, I was just like, fuck it, finally. Like I was done. I was thinking about it. I was serious, but she wasn't. She was just bluffing. That was that. I started talking to another girl, a whole bunch of stuff. It was really rocky in the beginning of the breakup. Tried to get back together, didn't work. Got even more rocky. She got into a relationship, and I haven't met the dude. He was around my kid. I haven't met him. So like, I have all this built up inside me. And finally, like, we got to this point where I was cool. Like we were both cool, like very cordial and civil. I met him, so it kind of gave me, like, as a dad, you got somebody around. I got a little girl, so you got this dude around my kid. I don't know who he is. It's just like, so I guess it was all riled up in me. And I met him and I talked to him, had a conversation with him, so it put me at ease. So we were already cool. Me and her were already cool before that, but just talking to him, it put me at ease even more. But then last year in December, holiday season goes, and we're Facebook friends, and I see like Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving from our little family, and it's her boyfriend, and my daughter. So I'm like, damn, that shit hit. Like,
yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, that shit sounds crazy.
Shit hit. Like I was cool with it at first, like having a boyfriend. I was like, okay, whatever. Then that shit hit. I didn't say it, and then I became like depressed, sad, frustrated, mad, and all that shit. And then one day, if you remember at the beginning what I was talking about, I went to work, came home, she wasn't home, and we was talking to each other. We never talked about that. We never talked about where the fuck she was at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple of months ago, we were texting, because when we talk to each other now, it's just about our daughter. That's it. But I had asked her, like, yo, where were you that day? She said that she was talking to somebody about our relationship problems, a friend or whatever. I was like, damn. And like, while I'm talking to her, I'm realizing, damn, I fucked up. I had a good thing, whatever. I was crying, like tears was coming out of my eyes. Like, I don't cry. Like, I don't cry, but it was coming out of my eyes. So I had to go hide in the bathroom, But I had an epiphany then. And I was like, damn, bro, like, I'm not healed from this shit. So the best thing for me as an artist, or just a person, me as a person, the best way I can express myself and let shit go is through music. So I was talking to my uncle. My uncle was like, yeah, man, you need to do that. So I wrote down, like, what I wanted each song to be about. And I put it in a notebook. And then I started. First song is like an intro of me saying I'm about to get into talking my truth. And the second song is basically when we met and fell in love and this and that. Third song is about the breakup and all that stuff and why. And then the fourth song is about the time we got back together, like the feeling I felt. Because, yeah, I remember it was 5 years. So I had to think about all this shit. I had to really think about and get back and deal with these feelings that I had inside me. And the fourth song is called Rock Bottom, because that's where I'm like, damn, we got back together. It ain't working. That shit gone. Like, it's not coming. We're not gonna get back together. And during that time, I was like in a really downward spiral. Like, me personally in my life, making horrible decisions and shit like that. And then the last song is called No More, because it's like about closure and moving on and shit. So that's what Stages is about. I call it Stages because those are the stages that I went through to get where I am right now. I'm cool now. Like, when I first started writing the songs, the first 4 songs, I was crying. And when I got to, or maybe 5 songs, first 5 songs, I cried to them while I was writing them. And the last song, I'm good. You can probably hear it in my voice too when I'm singing throughout the project. I was like, okay, you can hear the progression. But now I'm good. I've dealt with it. That shit's out of me. So now it's time to move on, kind of thing. I'm excited. It drops tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't listen to it like thousands of times, but I really feel like it'll gravitate people more to me as an artist because it's vulnerable. Like, I think each song is gonna touch somebody.
Yeah.
Because what I went through is not just unique. It's unique to me, but it's not at the same time. Like, other people go through the same shit, but I just so happen to be able to express it through music. And music therapy is a real thing. It's very
I've
real.
been looking into it. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
So that's what the stage is about, man. I felt I didn't know where I was going during my music shit. I was just making singles, and I just so happened to have an epiphany, and I feel like, you know what, it's time for another project. And the project just has to be super personal, you know. And yeah, she hasn't heard it yet, but I don't think she listens to my music. But I want her to hear it just so she can hear how I felt about everything and how sorry I am about who I was back then.
Yeah.
Nigga, tear up. That's my baby mama. Not everybody's fortunate enough to be cordial and civil with their baby mama. But we're at a good place where we just talk to each other, and if it ain't about our kid, we don't need to be talking to each other. There's no need to be arguing with each other. I'm about to be 30, she about to be 28. So, like, people be arguing for the rest of their lives with their baby mama.
Yeah.
And not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we were good. We wasn't arguing, but it was just like I felt like for me personally, I had to write these songs. So I wrote these songs.
What's
Now I
like
can
your
get-
favorite one though? And would you be willing to play that on stream today?
I'll play all of them for you. Just I mean, I honestly think there's 6 songs. I think there's a solid 6 songs. You know how people have songs and like some are hit and miss. And I for real think like each song has a different vibe, and I'm telling a story. So like you can't just hear one. You gotta hear all of them. Get the tissues ready. Get the tissues ready.
I feel it.
It's not a game. I'm sending these out for y'all.
Oh, dude.
Can we get back? When I wrote that motherfucker, I was like, damn, this is super R&B. Like, this is R&B as fuck. I mean, it's all R&B, but Rock Bottom is one of my favorite. They're all honestly my favorite. Rock Bottom is super deep. Like my first verse, I'm like talking to myself, and then the second verse, I'm kind of talking to everybody, but I'm kind of talking to her too at the same time. The last song that when I came up with that, it's like a different flow. They're all pretty good. So I'm scared, man. Nah, I'm not scared. I'm doing it for me. And I'm doing it for the listeners to kind of help them go through whatever, if they're going through the same shit, you know what I'm saying? Listen to it, and I think you'll see the growth as a person. I'm rambling at this point, but I'll play all of them. It's 19 minutes though.
Are there any more questions from chat? Cause it's like we don't got any more questions really.
Oh yeah. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared, man. I think it's important as an artist to be vulnerable. And if you want people to really gravitate to you as an artist, it's cool to be vibey and make these vibey bangers and stuff like that, but something that's personal to you, if you like listen to all the artists that's like super major, like my uncle said when he was in prison, his favorite album was Confessions. Right? And mine is kind of like that, but like I see why people would gravitate to somebody, because it's very vulnerable and you feel it as a listener. Like you feel that shit because you probably went through the same thing. Yeah. We're all humans. I think that's what I'm trying to make people realize is that we're all humans, and it's not okay to tuck your shit away. You got to deal with it because it's gonna hit you, and it's gonna hit you like bad.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It hit just like that. I had to take a time to like disappear.
Out of nowhere, it's like, damn, I thought I was good.
Hey, yo.
It happens like that.
Nah, but yeah, one more time, does anybody in the chat want to ask a question before like we play a few songs off the album, and then I guess we could bring it to a close after that. You ready to listen to the album? I'm saying I'm ready too.
Ready?
Yeah.
Gotta let this go, it's been killing me. My heart can't take this shit, I know you feeling me, yeah. Time to tell my truth, yeah, yeah. It's time I tell my truth, yeah, yeah. Gotta let this go, it's been killing me. My heart can't take this shit, I know you feeling me, yeah. Time to tell my truth, yeah, yeah. It's time I tell my truth, yeah, yeah. On this lonely road, I'm trying to make it out. Don't got no one to call when I'm feeling down. Been going on too long, I'm really hurting now. This right here ain't healthy. Tell me, can you hear me? Ever since the breakup, I ain't been the same, I lost myself. Never thought that we would end, now she with somebody else. Neglecting all my feelings, it done caught up with me. So I'ma let this out, I hope that this gon' heal me. Gotta let this go, it's been killing me. My heart can't take this shit, I know you feeling me, yeah. Gotta tell my truth, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that project is tough, bro. You did your thing on that one.
I appreciate it. It's nice to get feedback like live, and
Yeah.
like, I have people that have heard it, but they haven't heard it at this extent.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's my shit, man.
Yeah, bro. I ain't. It's dope to see like how the track came together and the stories behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes it that just like that much better. So it's just,
nobody really does that anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's like when we do projects, it's like random topics. But like I said, when I do my projects, man, I try to do. It's like homework to me. It's like It's like a book report I got to do. So I put it together.
So I'm telling you, bro, like yo, the follow don't match the talent, bro. It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like when we first found you, it was like, bro, that shit is insane. But
yeah, man,
you can
I
tell you
believe
can still come to it, bro.
Everything happens for a reason, and in due time, if I just keep going, it stuff like this get more people to listen to me. I think I got some stuff to say, you know. So
yeah.
If you hear me now, just stay tuned. I got some shit coming for you. But yeah, like I'm not tripping off that stuff. I used to when I was younger, like trip off that stuff. But like now, just like I'm thinking about longevity.
Yeah,
like I told y'all earlier that I want to be a super producer type situation. You know what I'm saying? Be able to do everything, be involved in everything, but at the same time, still make my music.
Yeah.
That's stages, man.
Hey, bro. Y'all heard the man. It's dropping tomorrow, bro, or midnight, really. But y'all follow that man Spotify, SoundCloud, all his socials, bro. Like, hey, bro, this was a fire interview to me, at least. I hope I did my thing. I know Mike did his thing. You know what I'm saying? My boy did. Yeah. That's what I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel natural. So, I appreciate Beard showing up. You know what I'm saying? It was a little shaky, but hey, bro, you pulled up. It was a man of your word, bro.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I was eating, bro. Hey, but you said W interview. I'm saying, bro, I appreciate y'all.